This video is our presentation of DRYS Inc. It's a NASDAQ listed stock trading our ticker DRYS. Ran across this in a bullish investor scan. So look at a 3-month chart. You can see the stock's still clearly in a downtrend, making lower lows and lower highs. But when it made this last move off $1.70 and came back up, little over 10% move to up around $1.95, settled right back down on a pretty good support level, right around $1.80. And actually what I'll be looking for in this now is to see if this higher high off of this low in April, to see if it's going to make another move and break back up and start developing a short-term uptrend to come up here and challenge these resistance levels up around $2.15. Now I see a nice move, the MACD trending back towards zero, going back to a bullish cross in the latter part of April. I want to be cautious on this until this MACD breaks through zero. Similar to through here, stock price was appreciating, but couldn't breach the zero mark. And when it couldn't break through to go in truly bullish mode, stock price fell back off, MACD turned back down, and the chart went relatively bearish to make a new lower low. So I'd be paying particular attention for both components of this MACD to break through zero to indicate the chart's going to try and put together a stronger bullish trend. It's a nice climb going on with the slow stow, but again, it's at a make or break point where it's time for this chart to make a decision if this momentum is going to try and hold true and the slow stow hold over top of 50, again indicating the momentum is staying bullish in the chart. Kind of a little bit of a theme going on, you can see, as the money flow index has also trended upward, now registering a 42, right there at a pretty neutral point, although below 50 it's slightly bearish, but it's at a point where it needs to make a rotation and try and go back into bull mode, indicate people are paying higher prices for the stock again. And it's a very similar look that's also going on with the RSI. Uptrend over the last month or so, registering right around 50, pretty neutral reading, struggle between the bulls and bears, if you will. And time to decide if this support level is going to hold, if the price per share is going to hold over top of this 20 SMA, and generally it's at a pretty critical point to try and develop an uptrend. I'll go ahead and I'll draw the bottom support in here at $1.70, but again, that's not the point I'm looking for. I'm paying much closer attention for this $1.80 mark to hold. The stock closed at $1.85 on Tuesday. That keeps a close stop loss area, and it represents an important static support level that's been developed over the last few months. Now to the north side, I'm going to pull that down. I want to note that resistance right there around $1.94. That's an important spot for this chart to try and push through. It's not a bad upside, it's about 6% from current levels, but importantly, that's what I'm talking about, to try and establish a short-term uptrend like this of making higher lows and higher highs. Now, should it break through that resistance point, I'd look for resistance to come back into play again around $2.20. Now, at that point, that's about a 20% upside from current levels. That's nice substantial gains. And what I'd be looking for if that happens is for something along this line of making an inverted head and shoulders type of pattern, where stock comes down, forms a low, that would be considered the left shoulder, goes back up, comes back down, forms what would be considered the head, and if it moves back upward, it hits that resistance point and pulls back again, I'd be looking for a breakout of that pattern going forward and expecting the stock from a technical standpoint to move substantially higher. Oh no, it's a really interesting chart. At a key level holding support at $1.80. I can't say enough that that would be a key point for me because I'm looking for a general reversal in this chart based on this mark of $1.70 that it hit last month. Volume's certainly not an issue. 3.8 million shares traded. DRYS is a pretty active stock. So now I keep my eye on trading and see if it's going to blow through this first level of resistance. Those are the type of things that I'd be looking for, the DRYS chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions about any material found on the website and/or this video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker dealer. Thank you for watching, and trade smart.